Legal practitioners argue that there are significant gaps in the newly introduced instant fines system for motorists rolled out by the National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA. Now, this comes after the Milimani High Court issued conservatory orders suspending the implementation of the system following a petition filed by several Kenyans and organizations challenging its legality. NTSA, however, maintains that speed limit signage has been clearly installed in all locations where speed enforcement cameras have been deployed, a claim the legal practitioners dispute. NTV's Victor Ngaruya reports.
The National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, has found itself at the center of an intense legal debate following the activation of a new system aimed at imposing instant fines on motorists who violate traffic regulations through road-mounted cameras. Members of the legal fraternity have now raised concerns, arguing that there are significant legal gaps that the authority may have overlooked in implementing the system. According to High Court Advocate and Chief Executive Officer of Sheria Mtaani, Stanley Kinyanjui, whose organization is among the petitioners in the case, there are 4 key legal issues NTSA failed to adequately address. These are the lack of public participation, with lawyers noting that the Constitution of Kenya requires any policy or law affecting citizens to undergo a public participation process. Secondly, they argue that the system violates the right of an accused person to be heard before a ruling is made. Thirdly, it potentially encroaches on the constitutional mandate of the Director of Public Prosecutions under Article 157 of the Constitution. Finally, they argue that it contravenes existing traffic laws, particularly Section 50 of the Traffic Act, which outlines the legal procedures for dealing with traffic offences.
They come and tell you that we have imposed a fine on you, come and defend yourself. So we identify that what that is effectively doing is reversing the role of administrative justice.
On his part, Sheria Mtaani patron and advocate Dunstan Omari says they have received more than 600,000 emails and phone calls from citizens raising constitutional and statutory concerns over the system. He argues that NTSA did not follow the appropriate legal procedure in introducing the new framework.
Any law in this country must be taken to Parliament, whether a substantive law or a procedural law. This NTSA thing has not gone to Parliament. You can never exclude Parliament from a situation where you want to impose fines.
However, speaking during an interview on Fixing the Nation show on NTV, NTSA Director General Nation Kondiwa maintained that speed limit signage has been clearly installed.
For every single road, there are speed signs, but there have been elements of vandalism that has destroyed some of these speed signs.
Justice Bahati Mwamui of the Milimani High Court early Thursday issued conservatory orders restraining NTSA and its partners from implementing or further enforcing the instant automated fine system. Pending the hearing and determination of the petition, the matter is scheduled for mention on April 9, 2026 for further directions. Even with the conservatory orders issued by the Milimani High Court halting the implementation of instant fines system by NTSA, petitioners and other interested parties maintain that the system is surrounded by a myriad of legal gaps. Victor Ngaruya, NTV, at the Milimani Law Courts, Nairobi.